And good morning, everyone. I am Finity with Reality Skewed Gamers, and I am streaming my Anthem gameplay this morning. Now, I started playing this game a couple weeks ago when it first released, and it's been a really fun game. I know lots of different opinions out there about Anthem, and so I'll kind of show you my gameplay here. Actually, hold on. Let me move my microphone here so it's in a better position so you guys can hear me better. All right, that should be a little bit better now. I'm streaming my Anthem game, and part of this is also because Reality Skewed Gamers is raising money for the American Cancer Society. And if you look in the bottom of the screen, you'll see that we have a counter for our 15,000 goals. So we're definitely getting closer and closer there. So thank you to everyone who has donated. If you guys are able to, please head to the Tiltify and donate there. I am watching for any kind of change in donation, and if you guys have any kind of comments, please go ahead and I will read them after, so you guys can put the comments and everything there. Also, there's a bunch of fun stuff on the Tiltify page where you can make the donations. It's in the description in the YouTube video below, so you guys can go to the Tiltify or you can donate directly to the American Cancer Society page. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to play some Anthem. We're raising money for the American Cancer Society here as we're coming to the final stretch for when we're going to run our half marathon at the beginning of April. And so let's just kind of jump into the game a little bit. I'll kind of show you where I am since the last time I played. And the coolest thing is, so right now I'm level 26. And at level 26, you unlock the last javelin. You start out with one javelin. You unlock the other ones along the way. And once you get to level 26, you can unlock all of the javelins. So let's go ahead and let me just show you kind of what I have. So this is the Ranger Javelin. This is the Colossus. And I call this one the Juggernaut because I colored him to look like the Juggernaut. So this one's one of my favorite looking ones, just because it's a Juggernaut looking build. The other one is Storm. Now, Colossus, as you can probably imagine, is a tank build. Ranger is kind of like an all-around build. Storm is a elemental ranged caster type. And then the last one is the Interceptor. And the Interceptor is a melee build. And what's really cool, if you can look on here, on the right, it kind of shows you all of the different different things that I have equipped. And I'm going to go into the character select screen. And yesterday day before, I got my first masterwork weapon, which is like the highest quality weapon. So I was really excited to have this one drop. I haven't really used it yet, so I'm going to play around with my Interceptor a little bit here this morning, and we can just kind of go through that. And I'll show you one thing that I found as part of this game that was really neat. So part of this is also you want to make sure you're farming and you're trying to get materials and stuff, because you can craft some stuff. Now, crafting may get played out a little bit later on, but it helps in the early game. Because you can always craft in order to keep your items kind of up to speed. You may not always get the drops that you want, so it's actually pretty nice to have the craft to kind of catch up whatever items you're using if they fall behind. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into free play mode. Now, all of the instances in Anthem are pretty much a 4-player mode. So I would always recommend, especially with the way some of the games are set up, and I'll give you kind of some of the ups and downs, as a lot of people have given their opinions on this game and what are some of the good and the bad things. One of the bad things about this game is that the quests, the missions and stuff that you go on are for people. But one person not knowing exactly what to do can potentially stall out the entire session. There are some where everybody needs to be in a particular area in order to progress to the next phase. Sometimes they teleport you, sometimes they don't. There's also sometimes where if you pick up an item, you have to take it to its final destination. Simplest example is one of the missions that I did, I think a few days ago, had like a stone that you would pick up and then you had to go put it on a pedestal. Well, once you get the stone, you can't fly, so you literally have to like run all the way there. And the problem is, if somebody gets a stone and just stands there, you are now locked up. Like, there's no way to kind of work together as a team in order to get this quest completed. Like, whoever picks up the stone has to do it. And so there's a lot of reliance on every single person being able to do their part. Now, there is an in-game voice. There is no in-game text. And so you can't really type. And not a lot of people use the in-game voice. And so one of the things I've been fortunate so far that I haven't had any issues with that, but I would definitely recommend trying to make sure that if you play this, you play it with a group of people because it helps with those quests. And I think it also makes the game more fun when you're playing with other people. So that's kind of one of the first good and bad aspects of it. I find the game really, really fun. Now, one of the biggest complaints that I've read and I've seen in terms of the game in general is that the end game isn't fully developed. And so I would tend to agree with that. It seems like there isn't a lot in the end game. The main plot ends around level 20-ish. And so by level 20, you're kind of done with the main plot. And so once you're beyond level 20, you have other missions and stuff. It's not that the missions aren't there, but you have a lot more free ability to do things. It's not as related to specific completions and trying to get through the quest line. And I have to say, the quest line is pretty fun. It's a little predictable to some extent. I kind of figured out what was going to happen pretty early. But it was actually a lot of fun to actually go through. And the end game I can see as being undeveloped. But the good side about that is that's the end game, right? It's not the gameplay itself. It's not the middle game. It's not the beginning, which is harder to actually change, right? The end game is going to be constantly evolving. And so I think that the end game needing additional development actually puts the game in a relatively decent spot where you'll actually be able to add stuff to the content as you move forward. And so while that is a complaint, it is definitely one that I think is correctable with time. The other complaint, as you saw kind of as I was talking, was the load screens. And the load screens, there are a lot of it. Every area is almost instanced, which makes this very complicated. And so the complication comes really with that every time you go somewhere, you have to pretty much load up. And so that can make it a little bit slow to play, especially streaming wise, because sometimes you end up getting stuck on a loading screen. And so it's one of those things where, yeah, you get used to it. It doesn't bother me too much. Sometimes you do have to wait a little while in order to get whatever area you're getting to loaded up. And everyone loads kind of at a different speed because it's also based on your computer. And so I will sometimes load a little bit slower because I'm on a HDD and I don't have an SSD. So I know mine loads a little bit slower. Still no real issues playing the game, but it's definitely a little bit slower. So there's some good and the bads. Again, I've been having a lot of fun playing. I'm not hurrying to the end. I'm having fun. I'm doing free plays. Free plays, it doesn't really increase your XP as much, but it does let you kind of go around and do world events, which I'm going to head to here.
Spiking energy surge. We should investigate.
So I'm going to head over, and I think this is probably something here.
Look out! That relic's unstable. We can stop this by gathering enough echoes to silence that relic.
Okay. So now I need to get echoes. Then I have to find where the echoes are. There they are.
Those nodes, destroy them or steer clear. An echo. Excellent.
Okay. 3 of the echoes. Where are the rest?
Definite resonance.
There's one. Oh, I'm overheating. Need to cool off.
It's a trap. Multiple scar signals incoming.
Yeah, I know. There's always scars around here. Okay, time to go crazy mode. Whee! Hooray! Okay, now let's get back to finding those echoes.
An echo. Good
I'm
find.
really bad at flying, by the way, if you guys haven't noticed. I'm still getting used to it. If it's steady, I can do the flying, but if it's a little bit... oh, there's a hive thing. Get rid of that. Okay, let's start killing these guys. These guys, because they send the little drones. Whee! I should probably find some light, because I'm being silly. My shield charge up here. This, and then get the hell out of here. Still not a class I'm super familiar with here with the Interceptor, so trying to get used to it here. Okay, so I got rid of all the actual items. Now I don't see any health, but I see a lot of things over there, so I'm waiting for my health to recharge. Okay, let's do this. Come on. Give me help. I kill you, you gotta give me help. Need to get my shield back. I'm way too used to a ranged character. I gotta be careful with all this. Okay. Alright, let's go.
We've done it. The Scots
There we go.
don't stand a chance.
Alright, now I can pick up the echoes wherever they are. Now, where are you, echoes? There you are. Okay. One more, but I don't know where it is, so let me turn these ones in first. The last one. I don't think that's it. That's something different. Where are you, Echo? Here. There you are. Aha! Science! Okay. Now we can head over there and turn this in. Hooray!
That was done with rare style.
So that was a world event. These things kind of pop up, and when you complete them, at the end of it, you get a chest. So, let's see if I get anything good. Come on. Okay, I got a blue item, I got a green item, and I got a purple item. No masterwork, but that's okay. I can live with that. So, there's a kind of a path around here that I will typically go. And let's see if I can go back up. So I kind of came down over here, and I'll typically farm down here. Kill these guys. Alright. So the path that I took initially when I was talking was the main path that I went. You kind of follow down the river, and it gets you into a little cave, and the cave will often have a lot of will have a chest at the end of it down here. I'll just kind of show you. We'll see if it popped up again, but yeah, it didn't pop up. But sometimes there will be a chest like right here. So this will be one of my usual farming stops. Oh, someone is dying. Are they close? No, he's too far. I'm not going to be able to reach him. Okay, so then the other spot, I kind of curl around here, and there's like a little base that's set up, and sometimes there is stuff here. Yep, so I got some parts here, so I'll pick up those. Oh, and there's some of these other little items. Now these little items will give you loyalty points, and so those are also really fun. Alright, let me be right back here. Give me 1 second, someone's at my door. Alright, so let's see what I got here. So I didn't get a lot of XP because I didn't really do a lot, but ooh, so I got a purple version of the chest, and I think this is an upgrade for me. Got some other stuff here, so that's pretty much how it goes. So I'm going to switch to my ranger, and we'll do some more free play here. And just kind of go through everything. Keep it pretty simple today. I'm going to try and spend some time doing missions at a different stream. Hi, Ouchie. So we'll do missions a different time. I'm going to do some free play. We're going to wander around. We're going to look for some world events, because I need to do that for one of my quests, actually. One of my quests is to complete some challenges, and one of the challenges is to complete a bunch of free play. world events. So we'll do that here for another half an hour or so. And again, please make sure that you donate to the American Cancer Society. The links are in the description for either the Tiltify or the main American Cancer Society page. Anything you guys can donate is greatly appreciated. So we are going to switch to the Ranger. Okay, so this is my main character. He's actually fallen behind in terms of actual level, in terms of the gear level, which is kind of funny, because the items that I just got just happen to fit better with my interceptor. So, but now my Ranger is up to 333. Because he got the upgrade just now from the item. So all the items are shared across the javelins. You can double use them too, but you can only use one javelin at a time. And so you kind of keep switching between them as you want to use them. So, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back again.
She seems like quite the character. If she actually brings a Koroks into the fort, it'll be one for the history books.
Alright, so let's go with the Ranger. Good morning, Trass. So I'll show you guys the reason I like kind of going in and out of free play games is because I can do that run that I do in different instances, and it allows me to kind of get more of the stuff as it drops. So that's kind of the main benefit that I like. And right now I'm only playing on normal. As you go higher difficulty, you can actually get better gear. It increases the drop, which is kind of standard in a lot of games. The content is the same, but you increase the difficulty. It increases the chance that you get items a little bit more. And so that's what I'm going to start working up to. I'm just trying to get a full set of purple before I start moving into hard, and then eventually the much harder ones. And, of course, doing this with a team. If I go into free play with too much of a difficulty, it's going to be pretty hard because I'm kind of running this solo, right? And a lot of these, like you just saw, there's a lot of mobs. And I can handle them. I did it with the Interceptor, which isn't even my main, like the character that I really like to play. But it is a character that I like, and so it's fun to play around with. So the Ranger, definitely better with. He's a lot more range, but he also has some melee capabilities, so I kind of switch in between in order to play him. And yeah, he's actually, like I said, some people don't like it because he's not specialized, and he really isn't. Storm is specialized in range. Interceptor is specialized in melee damage. The Colossus is your tank, so he's specialized in just taking a beating. The Ranger is very much kind of a, I'll say almost a plug and play, but to be honest, those are usually the type of characters that I've played in these type of games. World of Warcraft, my character was a druid, and I would literally shift between being a healer and being a tank. Healer was my primary. That was the druid's kind of main strength. Kind of the same way that the ranged attacks and the gun attacks are what make the Ranger a little bit good. But it still is kind of a little bit of a, what does your team need, where does it fit? Now, he's not the greatest tank, but he can take a decent beating. Much better compared to some of the others. And so I'm seeing, what the hell? Okay, it's the first time I've seen outlaws here. I've never seen outlaws over here before. This is the first time. There's an outlaw camp. Awesome. Let me do my path, and then I'm going to come back and clear them out. So I want to finish my path just in case there's actually any items and stuff. Because I do want to make sure I don't miss any chests and all of that. But I'll come back for that. Now over here, there's typically a chest. Hey Raza, hey Jason Hommel. Oh good, see? The chest spawned. Haha. So this is one of the chests that spawns. And it gave me a bunch of items, which I'm okay with. Then we'll go over here. I see one of the mineral things, so I can get that. Now I'm practicing my melee drop attack because I'm still not consistent with targeting where it's going to land. It's a little hard to see because you're flying a lot of times and you're trying to get that extra impact. So I sometimes miss where it is, but let me get rid of these guys. So the guns that I use on my ranger, I have a light machine gun. And then the other one I have is a heavy pistol, and that allows me to kind of do solid single target or multiple little damage. Like this. Okay, I'm not seeing the camp here this time, so let me just go into the mountain. And not into the tree. Head over here. Let's see what's over here. And no chest this time. That's okay. Let's clear out those outlaws. Some of the dinosaurs are back. I'll deal with those first. So the dinosaurs are somewhat immune to bullets if you hit them in the shell. You have to hit them kind of on the leg, and that's where they take their damage. And I'm gonna kill the other two also, because I saw the other two. Where are they? Oh, let me get this first. Okay. This is not a lunchtime stream. This is a morning stream. Hi, Mark Cooper. Alright, let me kill these two dinosaurs and then we'll go after the outlaws. Okay. And usually they come in twos, so when you attack one, the other one kind of knows, so they'll kind of auto-aggro. So, usually you just find one, and the other one comes. Looks like these guys also aggroed. Awesome. There we go. Okay, simple enough. Now let's go get those outlaws. Which is bizarre for them to be out over here, but we will... Oh, all these things respawned. Never mind, but we'll come back to it. Let's get all these minerals first, because all of them respawned. And let me just make sure the chest didn't respawn. It probably didn't, because I just got it. Yep, it didn't respawn. Alright. Oh, there's a mineral up here. That's true. It is lunchtime for some people. You are correct, Ouchie. Oh, dinosaurs again. It isn't our typical lunch. I'm waiting a little bit for my cooldowns. I think we're good. Let's do this. I have no idea why all these outlaws are here all of a sudden, but we will take care of them. Yeah, I saw an elite guy there, so I wanted to get rid of him. Ooh, they're frozen. There's an elemental somewhere here. Oh, there it is. I need to get the elementals out of here. Come on, break it. Break. There we go. This is not good. That Elementus is freezing the crap out of me. Wow. Okay. I need to get rid of that Elementus next time. That was not pleasant. Hey! I'm in the East Coast. I just woke up. It's a morning stream for me. Okay. Now I have vengeance to get back. Nope. I'm just like charging in there headstrong. Yep, I'm playing on PC. What else? I haven't had any issues. I'm dying, but I haven't had any issues. And this is part of what I was mentioning before, that it's really a lot more fun to play with people. Because otherwise, like, these things are not easy to deal with normal. These are also like mission level things. Trying not to lose my shield this time. Alright. Let me reload. And do this the right way. There we go. God, I hate the elementals. And there's another one too. I gotta get that fudge out of here. Gotta recharge my shield. Oh god, there's more over there. Alright. Recharge. There was some health and stuff up there, so I know I can get it. Batum? Yes. It is multiplayer. Each instance allows for 4 people. So it's not massive multiplayer, but it's instance 4 people zones. I'm in free play, so I kind of end up in here solo. So I need to... there are other people that play. I know Trask plays, he's in the chat. McVenom plays, but I know she's busy. So there is... I do have people that I will otherwise typically play with, and McVenom and I are hoping to actually do some more streams and stuff on this. Get rid of all the little guys so I don't have to deal with all their damage. Because there is another Elementus somewhere. Here. There he is. I see him. He's attacking me from somewhere. Gunner. I don't care about the gunner. He's elite, but he doesn't bother me. Only the Elementus bothers me. Which is what's firing at me right now. There you go. Okay, get the fuck out of here. Come on. Alright. Alright, let's wait a little bit. Catch my breath. And let's go. I'm gonna do those. If there's a lot of guys here, clear them out. Hate the Elementus. It's the only one that always gives me trouble. Finally! Now I can clear out all the other crap here. Bye bye, peons. Oh god, another Elementus. Get rid of him. Oh god. Stupid Elementus. This is not what I want. Okay, gotta get out of here. Got my shield back. Get some more resources here. Let's see what we can do again. God, the freezing thing is annoying. There we go. Oh god, and of course the elementals. Okay. Use my ultimate on him and get rid of him. Oh, look, somebody came to help. And another elemental, of course. Oh, 2 of them. That's just what I need. Hooray! Well, that was an ordeal. Now, why were they here? Huh. I think 4-player makes sense though, to what Trass is saying, Grim, because it does keep it so if everything is tuned to 4, it's easier to get 4 people. You don't really need pugs, which is definitely something you kind of tend to avoid in these games.
Inbound on your location. Be ready for trouble.
Alright, let's see what this is. Alright, so we are going
This is
over
the outlaw
here.
gang, alright? Watch yourself.
More outlaws? Are any of the guys here? Let me see if the other guy is here. Nope, the other guy went away. I really don't feel like facing more Elementus right now. Yeah, screw it. We've been here for about an hour. I'm gonna do one more run. Been here for about 50 minutes, so let me do my one run, because I only wanted to do this for about an hour again. Oh, somebody did donate to the Tiltify, so let me give the person a shout out. I'm bringing it up. I had to tab out for a second, so give me 1 second here. Let me get to the donations page. And Toby won Kenobi. So thank you very much, Toby. Alright, so let's do the run here. Alright. See. So these guys are friendly. So I don't typically attack them. You can. They're like elephants type things in this game. And they just kind of run around. You can definitely get charged at. But they don't really do anything about it. Not the angry sort. You can just kind of leave them be. And run here for resources. Okay, so we got some more here. And we can see all the items and stuff we picked up. I think this one over here. Did I miss an item? No, just the regular shaft. No item here. What the hell? Why is there aggro stuff here? Huh. I don't see what's aggro over here. Oh, cool. Okay, I can do that. Well then, okay. So they are done. Let's check the camp if there is anything. No, nothing at the camp. Tunnel here. Okay, one of the minerals respawned. And no chest though. But that's okay. Check over here really quick just to see if there's anything. Sometimes you see random minerals and stuff around, so. Alright. So let me exit the free play. Andrew, no, not on PC. I think, well, I can't say never. In the multiple days that I have been playing, I have had it close on me twice. That's it. And both of them have been before I started like a mission. Like just as I was loading into it, it closed, but then I just restarted the game and everything was fine. So I've had it twice. Nothing super annoying. I had to delay, but then by the time I got back, it asks you if you want to rejoin the game that you were in. So you just rejoin where you had left off. So that was the only issue, and one time I've had audio drop. It was a bug that we saw in the open demo. They said they were tackling. It doesn't happen nearly as often, but it did still happen. And so that's the other part. So that's pretty much been it. Otherwise, I've had like no issues with the game. I'm not on an SSD. I'm on a hard disk drive, and so my loading times are a little bit longer probably than they need to be. I'm gonna get a gaming computer eventually here, but I mean, otherwise, no complaint. But I'm playing on PC. A lot of the crash problems have been on PS4. So, yeah. The PS4s are breaking. Nothing on the PC. And even on the PS4s, it seems like it's on the... And I might get this wrong, but it's the PS4 Pro. I think it's called the Power Pro or something like that. The Slim is not having any issues. So, it depends on which one you're playing on. Okay, yeah, so Trask is saying he's had the audio thing happen more than the crashing. I've only had the audio thing happen once in the live, but I've had it happen a couple of times during the demo test. So, it's not like I'm unfamiliar with it, but... okay, let me get this. Get some loyalty points. I am 10 points away from Arcanist. Let me see if we can get that. But I think you can get it from some of the minerals and stuff if you can find them. What's this? I see something here. Here's some parts. These are probably freelancer points. Sentinel. Okay. I'm gonna search around and see if I can finish this. What's this? I see a point here. So sometimes they get these things. And they give you like little talking points. down. I think I see something over here. No. But let me wander around. Let's see if we can get the Arcanist stuff. Alright. Keep running around here. I'm checking behind me because sometimes you can get these green circles that are like secret messages, and finding those can also give you loyalty points, which is kind of like experience with the faction. It's faction-based XP. I'm trying to see... not seeing anything. Getting a little unlucky here in my runarounds. Let's check again. Let's see. There's something, I think. Haha. This gave me points. Oops, overran it. Ah, Sentinel for that one. I can't remember which one gives what loyalty points. I think it's the, like the green mushroom type things that give the Arcanist points. The ones that kind of hang around in these areas, the larger versions. I'm trying to see if I see any, but I don't see any right now. I'm running around to see. Obviously this would be easier if I just did a mission, but I don't want to start a mission yet because I have to stop soon. I see something I can kill. This isn't going to be points, but I'm going to kill him anyway. I don't want them following me around. So you can see how it's hitting 0 if I hit his shell, but if I hit his legs, then I can get the damage on. Okay, let me get rid of the wyvern. Okay. Just trying to kill stuff now and see if I can find anything. Okay. Is it this way? There's something. Haha. What do I get with this one? Nope, nothing with that one. There probably is the mushroom. Come on, mushroom. I don't know what the hell it's called, but I call it a mushroom. Okay, well, there's some outlaws. Or, no, these are brutes. So these brutes are kind of like, I don't know what you call them. They're like overgrown murlocs. So that's what those were. It's nighttime, so it's not easy to see everything right now. I can kind of tell what's going on. So this is one of the elephant things. If you guys want to see it up close, I'm gonna head in the other direction though. Here. Alright. Yeah, and ouchie, that may be something that they do later on. Like I said, the end game is still kind of open, so they could very well open up something where it's more than 4 people. They make it kind of like a raid setting where you can get multiple people, make it open. They don't really have like clans or guilds or anything in this game yet, so there's lots of room for development. Which is part of the reason why I'm okay with them being light on end game versus actually the middle game and the early game, because you can't really, you can try, but it doesn't typically work in these games to go back and to develop those. But if you have those, then you can kind of keep on building to the end, because you can see where players are going, what they've gotten, how they're building, what their strengths, weaknesses are, and kind of build your endgame content based on how the players play. So, I know Jake has. I don't have a console. It's all PC gaming for me. I'm not seeing anything. All I need is 10 more Arcanist loyalty. Where is everything? I really should just do a quest, but I'm being lazy. Oh, let me go through the wormhole. I don't think you guys have seen the wormhole. Whee! So some of these are like super teleporting wormhole type things. What the hell? Oh, alright then.
Don't back down.
So this is an Ursix. This is kind of like one of the really annoying creatures in the game. And so it's one of the end, kind of like what you would call the end game content. So Ursix, Titans, those are typically what you would be like fighting at the end game.
Outstanding.
There we go.
You won't have
And
to worry about
Arculus.
that one.
Haha, perfect. I got me my Arcanist loyalty. Aha, perfect. And there's a chest over here. Ooh, lots of purple items. Aha. So the Ursix is kind of one of the main creatures that you're fighting along the path here. It is... I don't know how else to describe it. It's just kind of like a big ogre, like a four-legged ogre type thing. And you have to stop them from coming through the portals caused by the Anthem of Creation. The power is being harnessed by things, and so you're trying to just kill it. So, yeah. So let's take a look at what we got. And I did get Arcanist at level 3, which means that I'm pretty sure now, and we'll check in the forge, I should be able to craft purple items of the components. So all my components, most of my components right now are blue. Those are the things that provide you bonuses on like base stats, base damage, that kind of stuff. And right now, I'm pretty sure most of mine on this character are blue. I think I have 2 purples. But I think Arcanist Loyalty will unlock the crafting of those at higher levels and at purple. So let's go through here. Let's see. Not bad for free play. There we go. There we go. So unlocked. Ooh. The Enclave Aqueduct has been transformed into a habitable place. Neat. We'll see if we can head over there. Alright, so got a purple gun here. I got more purples than that, but alright, so we'll go to the forge now. I think some of the purples were just the purple embers and not purple items. So let's see if I can start crafting some of the components as purples. And that'll allow me to catch up my ranger a little bit. So we'll go to components, go here, and let's go to crafting. Nope, still all blue. Let's check my assault launcher. This one I had, so that one is fine. Support gear. Well, I think I had that, so let's see. All this I think I had already. Let's see if I can craft a heavy pistol that's purple, because I've only been able to craft this one. Yeah, and I still can only craft a purple light machine gun. That's okay. Let's see if we can go into the city, into the Enclave area, and see what it looks like. So, lots of different parts of this map. I've gotten used to some of these things. So JCAS, yeah, so Ranger is still my favorite one. I played the Interceptor at the beginning of the stream. That's the other one that I've been starting to play around with. That's the melee one, and I'm getting kind of used to that one. I've unlocked all of the Javelin. Storm is the one that I played the most after the Ranger. I played that in the alpha and in the demo as well. I played the Ranger, and I knew I would like the Ranger just because of its build. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, that was that was annoying. So, the Storm I had played before. Interceptor I played a little bit earlier. Colossus is the only one I haven't played. Not very much, anyways. I just unlocked that one. Oh, there we go. The reason I didn't play the Colossus very much either is because that's the character that McVenom picked. So McVenom went with the Colossus, so when she plays, you'll be able to see that. Oh, look at that. This is a little bit nicer. Now they have little decorations. I don't remember these decorations being there before. Neat. And let's go to the main area. So some of these you can see, like behind this guy there's a door and you can't get through it. $452, damn, you've been playing a lot, JCAS. Mine haven't gone over 400 yet. I'm in the mid 300s. Okay, so this is kind of like the main social area. And there was a fashion designer up here named Marl that I almost accidentally had put a hit out on his partner. That was kind of interesting. I got the fountain going with the help of Tyndall, who's here. And let's see. Yeah. And then we will end in the bar. We will end in the bar. So this is the bar. It is a happening place. This guy gets himself in trouble a lot.
Good to see you.
So yeah. So this is Anthem. I'm having a lot of fun. Again, we're doing this for the American Cancer Society. I'll try to do some more streams and everything, but we're raising money for the American Cancer Society. Thank you again to Toby1 Kenobi who donated during the stream. We're on our way to the goal, and around 14,250 or so, we'll be rolling the lightsaber for anybody that had donated. So please make sure that you guys are helping us get to that goal. So especially if you donated, the faster we get there, the quicker we'll get to the lightsaber drawing and the more chances you will get. So with that, thank you very much everyone for joining. This was Anthem. Please donate to the American Cancer Society, and we will see you next time.